We
rolling.
We rolling. Yeah. It's episode 6, week 6 of the We Call Game podcast. Can I get my applause, please? It's a glorious Saturday. Saturday the 13th of February, day before Valentine's. Come on. Shout out all the bays out there, all the couples out there doing the loved up thing this weekend. Come on. Celebrate your spouse. Both sides. We promote equality on this podcast.
Big facts.
And we got Joshua Vino in the building.
Yeah, another round of applause.
Thank you, sir.
Joey Jones in the building.
Joey Jones. Joey Carpe Diem. Joey sees the day. Don't leave him open for the J. We got Rich Dollars.
Yes,
Fact
sir,
checking.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And executive producer Steve Stinson in the house of Raffle Boys. Check out the Raffle Boys podcast. Not podcast, check out the page for all your crep.
Raffle Boys.
Knowledge.
Come on.
Tips. Breaking news, everything. Everything you need to know about crep. Raffle Boys page. Follow the Insta.
Yeah, follow that.
I want them Jordans.
Exactly. Y'all want Jordans? Exactly.
I want them Jordans.
Y'all want to bridge the gap between, yourself and the offspring mandem. Chat to them, innit?
Yeah, follow the Raffle Boys.
Don't know.
Come on.
They're helping me with my appeal still. I've been banned. We'll get into that later.
Obviously, you know the instructions quickly. Like, comment, subscribe, share to the We Call Game podcast.
Comment, subscribe.
Come on, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. One place to start. Only one place to start.
Your favourite player?
My favourite player.
Rookie of the year.
Why? Because he's the face of the league. The face of the National Basketball League is the man, the myth, the legend. Social media star. Son of LeVar. The man himself. LaMelo Ball. Had a head-to-head last night with the number 1 pick, Anthony Edwards. Minnesota versus Charlotte. And he's been balling this week, averaging 23 in his starts. But last night, I have to admit, it was a good game. They went back and forth. There was a sequence in the second quarter, actually, where Anthony Edwards picked up the ball. Dribble, split. Dribble again. Rolls up, change hand like Jordan. Boop. Layup. Then LaMelo Ball got the ball. They didn't finish there. LaMelo Ball got the ball straight away. Down. Walk into it. Boop. 3-point splash. Then got it back. Little dime. Karl Anthony Towns. Go on.
There was one play, I think it was like in the third, I think it might have been the fourth quarter, where Minnesota were running down the court. They had a play, they had a shot. I think Charlotte turned over the ball. LaMelo done one messed bounce pass. And it just split the whole defense.
It's better than anything I've seen Jason Kidd, Magic Johnson, or LeBron James ever do. Just putting it out there. This guy is the best player I've ever seen on the fast break. Already.
I'm going to let you have it because the LaMelo Ball's actually best still. I'm not going to lie. He's
the face of the league. I'm saying it now. My jersey's on the way. I've already seen it. It's like £68 on NBA shop. But the only thing is they got the Butters dark blue one. I'm waiting for them to get the light blue one out, so I can wear that one. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If it stays just on the dark blue one, I'll still cop still. But yesterday was a good game. But in all honesty, even though LaMelo did play well, he was in foul trouble, and Anthony Edwards played well as well.
Yeah.
Star of the night was Terry Rozier. He dropped like 41.
Yeah, he was moving.
Yeah,
he was moving like
moving
Michael
different.
Jordan, bruv. He was moving mad.
I saw him like bounce to the left and drop a free like twice, and I was just like, fam, what are you on? You've made the shot more difficult.
Yeah, for real.
You stepped out of range and then drained it. Like,
you know what else I got to give props to the Charlotte Hornets for? They didn't miss a free throw all night yesterday night. I think that's another reason why they won the game. They didn't miss a free throw.
They're not.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't miss a free throw that whole game. I was like, raw.
Made all their free throws.
Carl Anthony Towns was moving mad though.
Yeah, he was. he was walking into freezer.
Yeah, it was mad.
He was playing mad as well. Like it was the first time I'd watched Minnesota play, and I was just thinking, why is your record so bad? Like Malik Beasley as well. He was balling.
Dropped 31.
He looks good. It's the first time I'd seen him play as well.
I just think Carl Anthony Towns needs to be a bit more aggressive though.
What? Consistently?
Yeah, like
yesterday was aggressive.
Well, he had like 24. You should be 25.
9 for 18.
You should be 18 shots. You should have more than that.
You
know what it is? He's a big man.
But that's the thing though. Michael Bridges came. No, not Michael Bridges. Sorry, I'm thinking on my second team. I'm thinking of Charlotte, but Malik Beasley, he came out. He scored like 16 in the first quarter or something. Like he was making shots straight away. Then Edwards started to come into it. LaMelo Ball started well. Then like Terry Rozier came into it. Gordon Hayward couldn't really get into the game. I was surprised.
He had the most shots, but he wasn't really firing yesterday.
It weren't quite, white mamba, but we move regardless.
5 for 21 from the field.
5 for 21?
Yeah.
So it was white mamba, it was just cold. It'll come. That means he's dropping 40 next time. But yeah, Charlotte Hornets, 6th seed. We move. Gonna make the playoffs in our first year, and that's what you do when you're the face of the league. Touch wood, LaMelo stays healthy and everyone else does. But Charlotte have a good thing going there. Magic Johnson even tweeted they're entertaining team to watch. Yeah. So if Magic Johnson is co-signing what we're saying here, then you lot should listen still.
Yeah, it's mad. You know what? I actually want to watch Charlotte games. It's crazy because they're gonna put up a fight. Your favorite player is probably gonna do his thing, and even if he doesn't, I know it's not gonna get to his head.
Even if he doesn't, White Mamba might take over.
Yeah.
Or Terry Rozier, or no, they're definitely a decent surprise package in the Eastern Conference. Like I just thought max what we'd see from them is LaMelo Ball, maybe getting good rookie numbers and then being probably in the lottery again. But it's looking like that probably won't happen.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get any higher than the 6th seed. They may even drop out of the playoff places, all jokes aside, because Miami have started playing better. Toronto have slightly as well. Like there's teams that are better than them that are starting to play better, so maybe they'll drop out. But let's have fun while it lasts with the face of the league. So
no, they'll definitely make it hard for those other teams though. Therefore.
Yeah. I haven't watched them play once and seen them not play hard or like get blown out, or like even when a team gets up 20 on them, they'll cut it to like 9. They may end up losing the game by like 15, but like they're always in a match.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna lie, if I'm the Charlotte Hornets, I'm not sweating when I see the Toronto Raptors. Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, and Fred VanVleet.
Pascal needs to work on everything. Still. But no, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't fear anyone. And when you got the best player in the league on your team, at 19, then you're not gonna fear anyone. So they're all going into the game knowing that every match they play, apart from maybe if they play the Lakers or Brooklyn, they've got the best player on the court. So
I don't even think it's that. I think they fancy their chances against anyone. I was looking at them thinking, yo, you don't even look scared. It's these.
They don't.
It's these.
They don't.
They have a young team as well. So.
Yeah, man. So obviously they're gonna make some young errors in that. But
do you think that if, let's say they make the playoffs this year with this roster, and then let's say they make it next year and they're a little bit better and LaMelo is better, do you think Charlotte then becomes an attractive place for not big free agents, but middle of the road free agents to kind of maybe go to?
Yeah, I think
because Gordon went there.
Yeah, I think that's what Charlotte Hornets will be like. They're always gonna be like a middle of the table team. Like they're never gonna. I don't think they'll be. They're either gonna be terrible or they're gonna be all right. They're never gonna go above like that. I don't think.
Maybe not yet, but yeah.
Well, if LaMelo is what I think he is, they'll do that. But
nah, I think we'll see. LaMelo might be the guy that changes the fortune of the franchise still. So,
like he might actually properly earn his way out of Charlotte, if you know what I mean. Not the one where it's like, you put up numbers, you make the playoffs once, twice, and then, you leave at the end of your rookie deals and all that. I'm talking about, couple first round, second round, maybe even a conference finals. I don't know.
Kind of like what KD did.
Yeah, not to that level though. KD's different. But, sort of like that, where it's kind of, you don't begrudge him for leaving.
Yeah.
I'd say more so Anthony Davis. That would be a fairer comparison.
Yeah. I hear that. I think, if LaMelo was to leave, he'll they definitely won't. I think more of a Kemba, though. But
he'll be better than Kemba.
Yeah, I think
I hope.
I think he'll be better than Kemba.
But he needs to up his defense, though. I'm allowing him not to play any defense now because he's a rookie and he's doing all these highlight stuff. But I can't lie, I'm seeing a lot of lackadaisical things at times where it's just like, bro, you're just letting a man drive past you, and or like he likes to gamble a lot. Like he likes to do highlight defensive things like, okay, I'm gonna go intercept that pass. Oh yeah, I might slap and get that still. But when it comes to actually concentrating or actually, keeping someone from getting to their spot, he can't do that at all yet.
Yeah. Comes with time, though, man. Comes with time, though. I think his impact has been undeniable, though.
No, exactly. No one was watching Charlotte before this year.
Yeah, facts.
And I think people thought, okay, they'd keep an eye on this year, but I don't think anyone thought they'd have their eyes on them the way they have this year.
Yeah.
Because of him.
So deep the way he's better than Lonzo.
Still debatable.
Bruv, he's better than Lonzo, man. Allow it, man. He's better than Lonzo, man. I know you want to ride for your guy, but, bruv, he's better.
Yeah, man, Melo's better.
I think you're being deep, but the thing is, I was dissing Lonzo the other week, and now he has started to play better than that. But you're right, man. No one cares. He needs to flipping. I think he needs a trade. He needs to go somewhere relevant. And Pelicans is slightly relevant because Zion's there, but all eyes are on Zion and kind of even Brandon Ingram now.
Yeah.
So again, he's being overshadowed. So I think he might need a little
He's
trade.
going to be overshadowed wherever he goes. But with Lonzo, it's like, okay, cool. You'll have a game where you put up 20 points, but then you'll have a run of like 4 games where you're putting up 5 points and that.
And that's what needs to stop.
But he needs the ball in his hands. He's that type of player. With the Lakers, LeBron was there.
Yeah, but he has the ball in his hands in New York. Actually, no, he doesn't, because BI has been doing a lot of the playmaking this year. You got a point still.
There's other things you can do, though. Like, him needing the ball in his hands isn't an excuse for him not being a good free throw shooter.
He's improved, though.
He's improved to what?
Last 5 games, he shot like 9%.
From the free throw line?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So am I just hating then?
Yeah, you are.
What's his free throws for the year, though?
Free throws for the year.
Probably around the same percentage as Bron or something, bruv. Bron be fluctuating in that 60s.
Don't put them in the same sentence.
What, when it comes to free throws?
No, when it comes to anything. Bron's allowed to have that shoddy free throw percentage.
No, he's not.
He's shooting 73.
73?
No, he's not allowed that.
Okay, so he's not a liability anymore. Not a liability anymore.
Like,
He's improving.
do you know how much corn Skip Bayless has for LeBron James's free throws? And he's around...
Bruv, I'll admit LeBron can't shoot free throws like that, but he does everything. Like, no one's perfect.
Of course, but
I'm saying with Lonzo, like, if he could convert free throws like apparently he's doing now at a 70-80% clip, then you'll have less 5-point games.
LeBron shooting 71% from the free throw line.
I told you they're about the same, bruv.
I knew they'd be the same. What are you talking to? I knew they'd be the same, bruv. I know who LeBron's my guy, bruv. I know LeBron James 40 years. I know it's going to be around 70. Speaking of LeBron, since we're talking about LeBron, he's been in three overtimes this week with meaty teams. One last night against the Grizzlies. caught up with that game this morning. Lakers were losing by 20 in the first quarter, then eventually clawed it back. And AD arrived.
Zin, do you owe him an apology?
No, not yet. I have an apology for what? If you're at home and your parents like, oh yeah, wash the dishes, and you don't do it, and then next time you do it, what? Do they congratulate you for doing what you're supposed to do? What's going on?
No, he doesn't deserve an apology.
How many points today did he get? Yeah, I think it felt
35.
like more than 30. Yeah, from what I was watching, you got 35. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I expect. 35 and 9.
Yeah.
He didn't make no 3-pointers. I saw him clank like 3 or 4.
Oh, for free. From free throw. I mean, from free, sorry.
That's
Exactly.
all right, though.
No, but he was aggressive. He's coming off an injury. He looked engaged. A lot of the comeback was due to what he was doing defensively, and LeBron kind of had a run in the third quarter as well. But it's like I'm not gonna pat him on the back for what I expected him to be doing on a nightly basis this season. I wanted AD the beast. I don't know, like all these media analysts and that are saying, yeah, oh, Lakers can beat Brooklyn. Lakers, AD isn't giving me reason to believe. I need to believe. I'm walking around scared of a team that can't play defense because I'm not seeing what I need to see. I'm not seeing that kill or be killed from AD yet. I saw a bit of it last night. He needs to give me a consistent stretch. Last year, that's the thing. Last year, even when he had bad games, because he would have 1-2 bad games every now and again, I felt like, yeah, man's come to the Lakers. He's trying to show that, yeah, I'm ready to be big time. I'm here to ball. Now, he's been in a bit of a funk. Let's hope he gets out of that funk. They play Brooklyn on Thursday night, I think, this week.
Yep.
We'll see what he's saying then.
Nah, he's gonna do all right, man. He'll do his thing.
No, he'll do his thing this season, but that's the thing. Like I wouldn't say lack of interest in the Lakers, but that's the thing. No one's counting what the Lakers are doing in the regular season. Everything counts for the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
that's just the same for the. That's just how I feel about Brooklyn, to be honest. Until the playoffs come, I'm not really gonna see.
no, but Brooklyn have tuning to do. So it's a more intriguing story.
What about the
true.
Clippers?
Watching the champions go through a season, you don't think they're gonna miss the playoffs. You don't think they're gonna be not one of the top 4 seeds. And let's be honest, the Lakers haven't played bad enough for anyone to have a real inquest into, oh, they might not retain.
Yeah,
I lie?
That's true.
So where's the interesting narrative to, like, my only thing with watching the Lakers is that I know, all right, we got LeBron James, one of the best players ever, for another, I don't know how many years. This ain't gonna be around all the time. So you got to cash in while you can. Like now, like stuff like Kobe passing away makes me regret how many games I missed after he tore his Achilles and I knew he wasn't that good and the team wasn't that good and I didn't want to see us lose and stuff. Like I was watching a handful of games then, but it's just like you miss these guys when they leave the league. So that's my only reason sometimes for watching the Lakers play a Memphis Grizzlies or Detroit. Oh, if we play the Celtics, Denver, Utah, of course I'm going to watch that. Portland. But, some of the lesser teams, the below 500 teams, that's my only incentive to watch them.
Yeah.
At the moment. If AD was balling a bit more, then maybe it'll be a bit more interesting. But seeing, us do San Antonio Spurs stuff, I never found the San Antonio Spurs entertaining. But that's literally how we are now. We're the new San Antonio. And I want to shout out one more player in the Lakers World team, someone that gets this, Kyle Kuzma. Not because he got 20 and 10 yesterday, because all season he's been doing the little things that you need to do when you're in a team with superstars. Like, at the end of the day, everyone's looking at his numbers and stuff thinking, oh, yeah, he averaged 18 in his first 2 years. Now it was down to 12 last year. Now it's down to about 9. It's like, at the end of the day, those years where he was scoring 18 points, the team was losing. And he had no superstars on the team. Now he's playing with superstars, and it's like he's not going to get the same shots. He's coming off the bench. He's not going to get the same scoring opportunities. But what you do is you play winning basketball. You make winning plays. You screen, you rebound. His rebounds are up. He's been rebounding the ball and stuff. He's doing all the energizer things, and then the points will come. That's how you do it when you're playing with great players. And even the fact that he took less money to re-sign for a couple of years tells me his head's right. He's thinking, all right, I can right now. I'm playing with LeBron and AD, make 40 million for a couple of years. 40 million over 3 years? I think it was
something like that.
Yeah. So 10, 11 million a year, be on a contender, maybe get 1-2 more chips. Then I can make big money, go to the Sacramento Kings or whatever, and then score 20 a night and try and make an all-star game and all that when I've already got 2 chips in my bag.
You know what my issue with Kyle Kuzma was?
Go on.
He was just getting ahead of himself, man. He was saying stuff like, yeah, me, LeBron, and AD are a big 3. And it's like, blood, there's games where you're scoring 2 points in that. Like, just allow me, bro. Like, just... I know you're excited that you're playing with LeBron and AD, but know your role.
But the thing is, you know what I'll say though? Those 2-point games now, or those 5-point games now, are coming with him being engaged on defense, with him getting rebounds, with him making the extra pass. So you don't mind as much. I can almost see he's more comfortable in himself now, doing those things.
When you play with it, like he seems like he's playing within himself, and he's a better player for the team. But when he thought he was the guy. It's like, okay, cool. If you think we're the guy, we're gonna defend you like you're the guy, and you're gonna get 2 points.
I think it's helped him also. It's helped him Harold's here as well, because that's more points off the bench. So literally now, it's just, I think every time down the court, make the right play.
Yeah, fact.
And if if it's me scoring sometimes, it's me scoring sometimes. But I don't think he's as obsessed with scoring as he would have been in his first 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should move on to Steph Curry scoring 10 threes against Orlando the other day.
Steph's been on a madness.
Yeah, Steph's been cooking.
Listen, Steph, yeah?
Steph's been cooking, as they say.
If not for his record, yeah? I think he'll be favourite for MVP still.
Right now, he's 8th in the West.
He's 8th.
He ain't getting you know what it is? He ain't getting MVP of 8th in the West.
I think he'll have to be around 6th to get MVP. Maybe 7th.
He's a dark horse.
Because Russell got it. But I'm not even... I'm not that concerned with the MVP and all that, even though I think he's definitely in the shout. My thing was, we asked the question, like, in one of the earlier episodes, like, especially after he got blown out by Brooklyn, was saying he had no talent, Kelly Oubre can't shoot, and we're like, bro, someone with MVPs at the age you're at has to make the playoffs, or else we're going to question you.
Yeah.
He's now on the road to doing that. He's doing that. He's averaging, 29, 28 points or whatever it is. 30. So he's at his MVP level. The team, Golden State, are a good watch. They're competitive. I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, so do I.
If everyone stays healthy. If Steph Curry gets injured for any amount of time, or Draymond Green's very important to them as well. Like, him coming back really helped them, because now they actually look like, even though Klay's not there, they're playing like Golden State.
Yeah.
They've got that kind of swagger back. So it will be interesting to see next year when Klay's back. But I've got to shout out Steph Curry, because I had my doubts. I thought you either get injured, or can you carry, Golden State to the 8th seed or the 7th seed?
He's done it before though.
Yeah, but he had Klay then.
Prior to championships, MVPs, like he done like.
He was making playoffs before the championships, but Klay wasn't injured for a whole year.
True.
I remember that. Yeah, Clay, Steph,
David
Harrison
Lee.
Barnes, David Lee.
Oh, was that when
And
before
them
was
boys.
That, was that when they got knocked out by Miami and LeBron scored that game winner?
That,
That's a regular season game, yeah.
That was a regular season game. But yeah, I think I remember they lost the series to the Clippers, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the first round. If I'm not mistaken.
That's 2013, isn't it? Or
2013-14.
Listen, no one runs the baseline like Steph Curry, though. The work that my man puts to get open is
I'd
mad.
hate him being my man, because it's like, one, there's the one-on-one coverage when he's doing all of that. You dribbling through his legs behind the back, then he might pop it on you. 2, there's the fact that he can actually launch from anywhere. 3, he's so good off the ball, you're chasing him everywhere. Like that. Do you know how much of a mind fuck that is?
Nah, facts. I'm actually looking at him saying, yo, like, you're the point guard, but you don't even feel the need to bring the ball up because you're just gonna run off the base.
Exactly.
You're just gonna run off the baseline. You're probably gonna get open from a couple of screens and you can launch from anywhere. It's just like, bro, your thing is different. So shout out to Steph Curry still.
Where do you think Golden State will be seeded by the end of the year?
Probably 8th.
8th.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping the San Antonio Spurs drop out of playoff
You
contention.
don't want to see them in the playoffs.
No, man.
I hear you.
It's so uninspiring, man. Bust out. So it's so like, why are you trying to poo-poo on someone's, like, why are you trying to shit on someone's this season or like, there's so many other teams that would be better off in the playoffs than you. I think Lakers, Utah, Clippers are a lock. The Suns are a lock to me. I've always thought they'd get in. Denver,
Blazers.
I think Denver and the Blazers will get in. Then you kind of have 2 spots
Like Mavs.
between, like the Mavs, Golden State,
You mentioned Utah.
San Antonio Spurs. I said
Yeah,
Utah were
I
in.
said Utah.
San Antonio Spurs,
There's Kings, Grizzlies.
Kings, the Grizzlies. I thought the Pelicans would be, maybe they can creep back up. But yeah, them last 2 spots are between, like, I think every other team in the West bar Minnesota.
Yeah, B's like that still. I don't get why Minnesota are so dead though, man. It's annoying, bruv.
Who's their coach?
The coach.
Is there nobody? And the rest are nobodies. Is that gimmick infringement?
I don't know.
Ryan Saunders.
Who?
Ryan Saunders.
Ryan Saunders.
Yeah.
Any guy still. Yeah, they got any guy still.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I've never heard that name before.
He's the youngest coach in NBA right now. He's 33.
yeah.
It's 33.
Yeah.
They don't respect. They don't respect.
Yeah, they don't respect
They
him.
do what they want.
Exactly. I know there's a 34-year-old on the team thinking, but yeah, exactly. So you're 33, you're not balling, I'm balling. What are you doing? I know they're looking at him like that. But I don't get it. You've got Karl Anthony Towns, you've got D'Angelo Russell, you've got the number 1 pick. Like, I don't think you should make the playoffs, but I don't think you should be 15th in the West. But sometimes it bees like that.
Yeah.
What you been saying on Brooklyn on Brooklyn Watch?
I watched the Nets Pacers game. Very good game still. Kyrie done his thing. No KD. KD was out.
He should be back this weekend.
Yeah, be back this week. Yeah, Kyrie. Obviously the narrative is the Nets played no defense. They played good team defense that game. Kyrie played well.
I don't think it's a narrative. I think it's a fair assessment, but what I'll say is I think, like, how big of a problem it is being overstated. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
But go on.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan played well. Kyrie had like 35.
Yep, 35. 17 free throws out of 17.
Yeah, who else played well? James Harden didn't play particularly well, but they don't have to get the job done. And I think that was after the Nets lost to Detroit, I believe. and Kyrie was saying that how they need to take.
Yeah, he said something like, "We don't do all of this stuff just to be average."
Yeah,
Coming off a 3-game losing streak as well.
yeah. So it was a good game for them still.
Who were the 3 teams in the loss? I know. Was it 2 Detroit? Was it 2 games against Detroit?
I think it might have been. Was it Philly?
Oh yeah, there was the Philly game.
Yeah, it was Philly.
There was a Philly game where they didn't have KDs.
Philly, Detroit.
They didn't have 2 players, I think, for that game.
Yeah, James Harden didn't play for one.
Yeah, they only had Kyrie for that game. So it was a Philly game, Detroit, and
they played the Raptors. They lost by 6.
well,
it's a spicy P in that.
I did say like against sub 500 teams.
They're going to take their foot off the gas, innit?
Yeah. So I'm not surprised. And then against Philly, they're not sub 500, but you ain't got your your whole squad. And that's the thing. Brooklyn are quite thin. If they don't have everyone, if they don't even have one person, is a problem. Because even with all 3, they're very top heavy. But the thing is that who you're top heavy with are 3 of the best players in the league.
I just want to see how Brooklyn fare against a good front court. Because if they...
I.e. who?
Trailblazers.
Probably the Lakers. Lakers, Trailblazers.
I'm not emotionally ready for that game.
You know what it is? Because I feel like just by AD being AD, he's going to neutralize DeAndre Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan
ain't going to be no factor in no Lakers-Brooklyn
series
or match. Brooklyn's lineup for a lot of the time against the Lakers: Kyrie, James Harden, KD, Joe Harris, and Jeff Green.
To be fair, KD be playing a lot of power forward though.
I think, yeah, or maybe even at the 5. But so then, if you're the Lakers, do you match up with Harrell, or do you put AD at the 5 and maybe put an extra scorer like Kuzma in the lineup? I don't know.
But he's gonna stop James Harden and Kyrie.
No one.
No one's gonna stop any. No one's gonna stop any of them.
Dennis the Menace might think he can.
The Lakers will have to. It's weird. It's almost like KD's gonna do KD stuff. So hopefully LeBron can match that. Hopefully Dennis the Menace and like KCP can make Kyrie work extra hard. That's what they're gonna have to do. Make Kyrie and James Harden work extra hard for their points. But there is gonna be there's no such thing as stopping. Everyone needs to get that out their mind.
No one's been stopped.
That's never gonna happen. I don't ever really see Brooklyn getting blown out or anything like that when they have their full team. Like, that's not happening. The only way I think you can beat them is the Lakers are going to have to expose their lack of team defense. Like I was saying last week, if they can do that.
But I think that's been understated though, which what you said. Like, when they lock in defensively as a team, they're not that bad. They held the pace.
Yeah, but that's all that man on man stuff.
Like the Clippers game.
Exactly. That I know what you're talking about. That's when the other team's offense has broken up and they're just getting into isolation ball and they're just going one-on-one with someone. They can handle that. Yeah, you can switch on for that. I'm talking about when you're going against a team that, are screening off the ball, that are running through back cuts, doing all of that stuff that exposes you. Not just taking you one-on-one. Of course they can. Of course, if you're locked in one-on-one, you can handle that. Of course you can. But if you're not good, like, as a unit, that's what the Lakers are going to have to expose. I don't know if the Lakers are good enough offensively to do that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I know the Clippers might be.
Yeah.
But like I saw in the game when they played each other, the Clippers, because they were under so much pressure to score in every possession, broke out of their offense. So that's why until I see Brooklyn get beat, I don't see them getting beat in a series. I'm being real.
I hear that still. Like, you're going to have to utilize a bit of ball movement still. And the Lakers are not really a ball movement team like that. From what I've
They
seen,
can be. They can be. They can be. I know what you're saying. They can be
Anyways,
for little stretches of games, but a lot of what you see is
yeah, like
LeBron.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the Clippers, like no one necessarily dominates the ball. Like they all share it kind of evenly. But whereas LeBron has the ball more time, if you're a good ball movement team, i.e. in a mode of like a Golden State, you can kind of
Exactly.
you can kind of neutralize LeBron still. So it'll be an interesting game still. I'm definitely going to be tuned into that.
Do you think a lot should be taken from the result,
No, it's the regular season.
regardless of any scenarios?
Nah,
So is there no scenario where that could happen in the Lakers Brooklyn game where you look at it and think, that's quite telling, or I've taken something from that game? Or do you just think, nah, beginning of the season kind of means nothing, wait to see it in the playoffs if it happens?
yeah, when it comes to good teams like that, I'll say yeah, wait till the playoffs because like players are coasting during the regular season, and I don't know, man. It's regular season, so we'll see. But I do think, let's say it is a Lakers Brooklyn final, that's going to be a 7-game series.
Yeah.
100%.
I think the Lakers are in a weird position because it's like you almost have to treat this as like, you know, in football when you got the community shield, where it's like, okay, yeah, if we win this, yeah, it's a good way to start the season. So a nice bit of trophy, a nice bit of silverware to add. If you lose, it's a glorified preseason friendly, man.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get our fitness up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, I'm definitely looking forward to that game still. I think
Predictions.
yeah, for
I'm predicting a Brooklyn. I'm predicting a Brooklyn win.
I'm going. I'm going Lakers. Even though LeBron James has a tendency to not take these regular season games as seriously as I do on ground level, where I have to debate with people, and you know I've got people calling you out, and you're there and you're mentioning in LA, and you're not hearing the noise when you lose, and people are getting at me. But regardless, I'm gonna say Laker win, innit?
You know why I'm predicting a Brooklyn win? Because I feel like Kyrie's just itching to get his own back against Bron. And KD thinks he's better than Bron, so he's going to have to show him. And I feel like that combined with just the Brooklyn's offensive power, I'm going for a Brooklyn.
All of this to beat a 36-year-old, man. Damn.
It'll be all right.
Flipping hell. All of this. 2 MVPs, the greatest handles of all time, Uncle Drew, a champion, to beat a 36-year-old, man. I hope you lot are happy, Brooklyn. I hope you lot are happy. I hope you can sleep at night knowing what you've done. You've got no honor, no class, no nothing. But it's cool, innit?
Yeah, moving on. Is Dame Lillard taken for grind?
Yeah, I think so, man. Like, because you have to look at it. Damian Lillard came into the league in Portland. A nothing team. And the rest are nobodies, as they say. Second year, LaMarcus Aldridge leaves. He's the face of the franchise at the time. Still make the playoffs the next year. Knock out Houston.
It's on a game winner.
Yeah, and a game winner on Dwight and James Harden and them, man. Next couple of years, still making the playoffs, second round. Eventually makes the conference finals and stuff. Like, this guy has never not made the playoffs. His best player has always been CJ McCollum. Every other superstar has had so much more help than him. And it's like, yeah, people just take it for granted that, yeah, Dame Lillard is going to make the playoffs in the West. But then when they talk about best point guards like in the league, like you say he's better than someone like Kyrie or something, everyone's like, oh my God, how can you say that? You're crazy. And I'm not even saying he's better than Kyrie and stuff, but I don't feel he gets the respect he does for the level of consistency he's been able to show as the best player on his team for a number of years.
But with Dame, he's been losing a lot.
Yeah, man.
Who?
That's the thing. Like,
to who?
Like,
Who's he been losing to, man?
You know what it is? Let's be honest. Like, okay, cool. Dame is not the player that Kyrie is, but Kyrie's even when Kyrie left LeBron and he went to Boston, They got to the conference finals. So the point guard
Was he playing?
To be fair, Kyrie wasn't.
Was he
playing.
playing? He was injured.
in the
He was in his suit.
but
He was in his suit, bruv. He was clapping on the
He
sidelines.
got them there.
No, he didn't. Bruv.
Jason Tatum stepped up.
Yeah, I can't remember what point of the regular season Kyrie
Scary
got
Terry as
injured,
well.
but he didn't play any of the playoffs. Like, yeah, okay, I hear you. He played in the regular season. So, okay, if your point was valid, then how come the next season they didn't return to the conference finals when he played the full year?
Because they wanted him gone.
Exactly. They found out, exactly. As you do as young players, they thought, oh, wait, we done this without you. Why do we need to listen to you? Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, innit? But that's what happened. And I'm not even going to use, that's the thing. I don't want this to get into, I need to tear down Kyrie. I need to tear down Steph Curry to uplift Damian Lillard. Because these are players I like. These are players that, in another conversation, I'm going to be saying nice shit about. So I don't want to do that. But what I'm saying is that Damian Lillard, when you look at Portland, there's been no question for 7-8 years who's the guy at that team. You say he's lost. He's lost to who? Golden State?
Yeah, he lost to AD. He got swept.
He lost to the Spurs.
Yeah.
Lost to Memphis.
That's the one you can kind of point to. When they got punked by Rondo and the Pelicans and AD and that, they got swept, I think.
That was when the call was...
Exactly. And they were the highest seed.
That's when Drew Holiday clamped him up.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's the only stain, really. Every other time, he hasn't been the favourite for the series.
When he lost to Golden State, KD was out. So
Steph and Clay versus Dame and CJ.
Still a close call.
No, it's not.
It's not.
In terms of backcourt.
No, it's not, man.
It's not really.
It's not,
Steph
man.
and Clay's
It's
better,
not, man.
of course, but...
Nah,
It's
man.
not.
It's discernibly
It's
better,
not.
man. Allow it.
And then you
People say
got a
they're the
team,
second
and then
best
you got,
backcourt, though.
and then you got a team
man.
that's been champions and stuff.
It's,
Like they've got it's a different. It's
different.
they're doing
man.
different stuff. It's a
Like-
different kind of energy.
It's different, man. Like as good as Dame.
Think about it. Like you said, no KD, but without KD, we won 73 games. Without KD, we won the chip. So we don't actually feel we're weakened, but it's like we can deal with you, Portland. The only person we need KD for is LeBron James. That's all Golden State we're doing. Yeah, if we come against LeBron James, we got you. We got KD in it. We got KD. Everyone else, it's a luxury. That's the only person they needed KD for.
You know what's deep as well? Clay is much better than CJ McCollum.
Exactly.
He's miles better than CJ. And I got love for CJ still, but he's miles.
This is the thing. You've got Dame Lillard facing Russell Westbrook, triple-double Russell Westbrook with Paul George, and Paul George is better than CJ McCollum. He can hit the side of the backboard all he wants. He can do playoff poo-poo or whatever it is you want to say. Like, he can do all of that. I think he's better than CJ. They knocked them out.
Paul George didn't show up though. The guy had like 5 points
and that's
in the
Damian
final game.
Lillard's fault. That's what I'm saying. Everyone just like expects him to get Portland middle of the road, and they don't take in how difficult that actually is to do in the West. And
To be
because
fair
of that,
with
you don't
Dame,
give him his credit.
He has the worst playoff percentage in history. In any, he has the worst playoff winning percentage in any player.
What do I expect from him though?
This is what
That's
If
what
you're always the underdog, this is what I'm saying. If you're always Rey Mysterio, how can you? I don't get.
if you beat Big Show
Yeah.
once,
How many matches did Rey Mysterio win when he was world champ? I was seeing him getting beaten up by Mark Henry every week on SmackDown. But I understood. It's like, fam, you're Rey Mysterio, bruv. That's Mark Henry. Come on.
I was trying to do West Coast pops.
Yeah,
in that.
bro. Exactly. Can't hold the belt for a year with the 619. Can't.
Nah, I hear you still. That's what I'm saying. Like, as good as Dame is, he's not better than Steph. He's not better than Kyrie, and he wasn't better than triple double Russ.
No, but he deserves to be spoken with those players.
And he wants to be moaning to the media as well. Like, allow it.
To move then.
He
Yeah.
does have to move, and he's not going to.
He wants
wants
to grind,
accolades.
though, yeah.
He wants the accolades for
Yeah.
being loyal, fam.
Yeah.
And this is what happens when you're born in Oakland. It's all this hood shit, man.
Yeah, man.
It's like, yeah, I want to grind and stuff. Bruv, just do what everyone else is doing. If LeBron James is making super teams, who do you think you are not to make a super team? Just go and buck Giannis in Milwaukee and get it popping, man. So you both can stop pissing me off. I saw Giannis lose another game in crunch time.
I missed the game winner.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I'm not even getting on to him for missing the game winner. But it's like, Giannis, man. It just gets to a certain point late in the game where it's just like, Giannis, I know you can't get your game off yourself. So you're even relying on someone to get you the ball, relying on like a fast break point, a tip-in dunk, you know, a screen and roll, or you to make one of them fluky, nasty jump shots. So then I'm just watching Chris Middleton try and close. The most meaty guy I've seen. There's a definition of meaty. Like, Chris Middleton's good, but it's just like, fam. Well, you know, Chris Middleton's one of those guys, you know, when you see the All-Star introductions and like Chris Middleton, you're just like, boy, I hope he gets 6 minutes. Don't want to see too much of Chris Middleton, man. This isn't what I've tuned in for. It's late. It's like 2 a.m. I don't need to see Chris Middleton play 20 minutes of an All-Star game. He'll get there, but it's like, nah, man.
You know what as well? You know when Giannis took that game win and he bricked, he was looking at himself. I was looking at him like, bruv, you shouldn't even be doing this.
They asked Devin Booker, how did you feel about him taking the shot? He was just like, I felt comfortable. How can you boy him like that? This is an MVP.
Nah, but for real though, they probably felt comfortable. And I'll be honest, I think Giannis' teammates knew he was gonna miss too. It's peak, but I don't even get why. I'm not even gonna lie, I like Giannis a lot, but I'm literally looking like, yo, you have the most leverage you will ever have in your career.
Once
as a
you
free
clog the
agent.
lane with Giannis, his game's limited.
Yeah, his game's limited. I'm thinking, all right, cool. You're hot property on the market. You're gonna do the right thing and just sign with a contender. You just re-signed in Milwaukee and you're just there.
The reason I'm gonna get Giannis is because you like I was saying with Dame, it's like you've chosen to stay. So that means the onus is on you to get better. So if I'm seeing the same flaws, I have to point at you because you're the one who chose to stay in that, you know, low market, bad city and where you can't attract any free agents. So what? Am I supposed to just let you have 2 MVPs and not get a chip or get swept by the Heat? You have more MVPs than Kobe. You have more MVPs than Kobe. Like, they can't take one away. Like, that's happened.
Does Giannis have a Hall of Fame career? It's already.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but he has more MVPs.
He hasn't got a Hall of Fame career.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You can't get swept by Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero.
MVP.
Sure, he didn't get soaked. Lost in 5.
That's fam.
That's a gentleman's sweep,
fam,
man.
How are you losing in 5 to Jimmy Butler?
Exactly, 5.
You know the narrative around Jimmy Butler is if Jimmy Butler's the best player on your team.
And bruv, did you see the game they won? It was the game Giannis got hurt and these lot were taking the piss.
There was a miracle shot.
Exactly. Like, nah, man. Like, I think when you get the MVP for me, that means I put you in the... Because not every player is championship or bust to me. But when you get MVP, you kind of are. Then I have to look at you like, okay, so what are you winning then? How have you elevated a team? Like, what have you done? And if you're not winning, how are you losing?
Can I be honest though? Have you noticed that how players rarely ever win the MVP and the championship in the same season though? To be fair to Giannis.
Michael Jordan's done it.
He probably is,
But he's the GOAT.
yeah,
But yeah, Michael Jordan's resume is unblemished.
if you're gonna win the MVP, at least get to the final.
LeBron as well.
He's won the MVP in the 2013,
13.
Yeah.
yes.
If you're gonna win the
Yes.
MVP, at least get to the final. At least. At the very least, at least.
KD didn't do it.
No.
Nah.
2014.
2014, he didn't. Kobe got to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Dirk lost in the first round. Shaq did.
Yeah.
Shaq won the MVPs in the championship.
Yeah.
in 2000.
Yeah.
Was
Might have been
Duncan has Tim Duncan has was Duncan 2003 MVP?
It was 2002. No.
He's got 2.
Yeah, Allen Iverson won it in 2001, and
Tim
sure
Duncan won
won it in
2002 and 3.
yeah.
Tim Duncan has won the. So I don't think you have to win the MVP and the championship in the same year, but I think if you've won the MVP, you've shown a certain level of application over it. Not everyone wins MVPs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And there's not that many MVPs that aren't champions. Barkley.
If not counting the regular season, what is the MVP?
Pardon?
If normally we're not counting the regular season, what is the MVP?
Shows that you're the best in the league.
It's a regular season award.
Which we're not counting though. If we're only looking to playoffs, no?
There was talk that how they should bring up like a playoffs MVP.
Just the finals MVP.
No.
though.
It's difficult.
You see what I'm saying? No, like,
I see what you're saying. If you don't care for,
if no one's playing seriously,
yeah, why should we care for the MVP?
why should we care for the MVP?
it's
Some teams take it serious though.
you ain't stumped me. You haven't stumped
Nah,
me.
do you know what it is?
Because it's like as much as teams are not playing seriously, it's like there's a level of like they're still seeding. There's still little things you have to do. Just because I'm not giving 110%. That's the thing. The Lakers in a normal 82 game season with 82% effort can win 55 games. So if you know you can do that, that's the thing. You know what you're going up against. You're human beings. You know at the end of the day, it's like, okay, if we're playing a sub 500 team, we only have to outscore you by 4 each quarter to win the game by 12. That's not as much, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, that's not 100% effort every night. So that's what we mean by, okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that much. So don't take it that, oh yeah, everyone's just, fucking about the whole season. No, it's not that. But it's like people are cherry picking. That's a better phrase. People are cherry picking in the regular season. In the playoffs, you're not. And in the playoffs, you can zero in. It's like, we know you're playing you for 2 weeks. So in terms of scouting and everything, scouting in the regular season, it's not going to be as detailed.
Yeah.
That's why someone like Rondo, it's like, yeah, on the regular season, you're playing off the fly, so you're not going to look as good. But in the playoffs, I'm practically a basketball genius, so I know we're playing you for 2 weeks, I'm going to look mad.
Yeah.
I know all your weaknesses. I know everything you're going to do. I'm going to tell my teammates everything you're going to do. So that's sort of the difference. So in terms of like MVP, and I think it does matter because at the end of the day, you do play 82 games. And as much as you can be cherry picking, there has to be an award for the best cherry picker.
No, I agree. But you know what it is? I just feel like with Giannis, I feel like they're not taking the Bucks. They're not taking the Bucks seriously in the regular season. It's like, okay, cool. We're going to let you do your thing in the regular season, but when playoff time comes, your game plan is going to get drawn out, I think.
Exactly.
So, Giannis, you can win your regular season MVPs, it's cool. But we know when it comes playoff time, you're not going to do nothing because...
Does he need more help?
Of course he does, but you're not going to get to Milwaukee. He chose to stay
He
there.
chose to stay with Chris Middleton. I can't...
He's made his bed.
I've said for a long time, Chris Middleton needs to have a night bag packed at all times. So when he gets that call to be traded, he's ready. There's no fuss. There's no, I need to pack. There's no, I might not make the flight. Yeah, you're ready, bruv. Have that packed.
He'll be a good. He'll be good like a third man though.
He would.
Bruv, you made me choke on my drink for 2 weeks.
No, I lie though, but he's the only piece you can trade.
Nah, I hear you still.
You need to try and bump someone for Chris Middleton, bruv.
Yeah.
2 second round picks.
Yeah. Nah, bruv, no picks, bruv. You need to get the finished article, bruv.
Should we do
Try
this week?
flip Middleton for James Harden. Obviously, that's unrealistic, but that's the type of help that Giannis is gonna need to get to, especially now that Brooklyn are the way they're at. Fam, he needs LeBron James. Sorry.
Should we do this week's predictions?
Yeah. What's the big games? Yeah, let's finish on what big games are coming up this week.
There's Mavs Blazers. There's Denver vs Lakers, Jazz Sixers, Clippers Jazz, and on Thursday night.
Clippers Jazz would be a good one.
I can't
still.
lie, you went too fast, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Cool. Okay. So we already said I'm taking the Lakers for against Brooklyn.
There's the Clippers Jazz.
Clippers Jazz.
I'm taking
Clippers always beat the Jazz.
I'm taking Clippers. Still.
There's Jazz Sixers.
Before we move on though, I will be really happy. Like, that's the sort of win that if the Jazz win, I'll start taking what you're doing a bit seriously, because normal convention tells me that, yeah, Clippers always beat you when they play. And they beat you well. Like, by like 15, 20 points. It's a bit mad still. So that kind of thing will tell me that, okay, yeah, maybe you're not doing Atlanta Hawks 2015 thing. Next game.
Jazz Sixers.
Jazz Sixers.
That could be a good one.
Oh, that what a lovely game, you know.
I'm taking the Sixers still.
Both number one seeds.
That's the type of game. You know, I've got no agendas for that game.
Yeah, for real.
I watch Clippers. I've got agendas. I watch Brooklyn. I've got agendas. There's no agendas. Brooklyn.
I'm taking the Sixers still.
Sixers.
I'm saying Embiid is for real. He's gonna make Rudy Gobert look like barbecue chicken still. So I'm taking the Sixers still.
There's the Denver.
I'm not disagreeing you for the sake of it, but no, I'm gonna take the Jazz, you know, because I've seen the Sixers play a couple of big games and they kind of bottled it still. You know what I'm saying? Apart from the Lakers,
they beat the Lakers. They beat the Nets.
Oh, the Nets don't have anyone, and let's not count the time they lost to the Nets when no one was playing. Caris LeVert dropped like 40 on them. So I've seen them do that a couple times. So I'm gonna take the Jazz. And yeah, they beat the Lakers, but like we were kind of feeling them out. It was kind of like, okay, what are you really saying? What are you really saying, 76ers? Like the whole game were coming back.
They beat the Celtics back to back as well.
Allow it, man. Man, I'm moving like 76ers is a joke, man. You were the one saying Embiid has arrived.
Bruv, you're the one that cusses Doc Rivers, and Embiid has arrived.
Yeah, but what's it with Doc Rivers? I get onto him when it comes to the playoffs. Regular season, he normally does his thing. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to Doc Rivers, I diss him in the playoffs.
I'm taking the Jazz, innit? I'm taking Donovan Mitchell.
Doc Rivers was the head of was the coach of the Clippers when they were winning 60 plus games in the regular season. Then they were doing fuck all in the playoffs, blowing 3-1 leads. I don't get. You see what I'm saying? I don't get onto man in the regular season because the regular season is the regular season. You get me? So I'm taking the Sixers still. Richard, what other games you saying?
There's the Nuggets versus the Lakers as well.
Lakers.
Yeah, I'm taking
all
Lakers
day.
still.
Nuggets ain't got nothing for us. I thought we showed you that in the bubble. What's going on? And if they win, we don't care either, bro. You got nothing for us. Yeah, fam. Come on.
Last good game is the Mavs Blazers.
Mavs Blazers. Ooh, no agenda again.
I'm taking the Blazers still. As much as I get out to Dame. Bruv,
I'm taking the Blazers.
Lucas been balling though.
Yeah, I'm taking the Blazers.
Fam, I don't care, bruv.
I'm going Blazers.
But you know what though? I feel like if Porzingis was healthy all the time, I think you would see a different Dallas.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you would see a different Dallas. I think the fact that he's not healthy, I don't think Luka is good enough to be that impactful on wins and losses by himself.
But he's a LeBron type player.
Yeah, but he hasn't got the impact though. Like
he's not 6'9".
He'll put up the stats.
280 pounds or whatever LeBron is.
Are they making the playoffs?
No way.
No, they're making the playoffs.
You think so?
They're making the playoffs. They're gonna make the playoffs.
Probably like an 8 seed.
Bruv, the San Antonio Spurs need to bust out, fam. Need to bust out. Dallas, that's what I'm saying. They're in the playoff places for people like Dallas. They're gonna bust out, man. Hopefully.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, with Luka, it's like, okay, cool. If you're putting up triple doubles every week, but you're 10 and 16, you might as well not be there and then just lose with you not being there.
Look, man, at the end of the day, what I say about Lucas, his first 2 years, it's all been roses. Excuse me. First 2 years, everything's just gone good. So this is the first year with a little adversity. I think they make it, you know, 8th, 7th seed, you know, just stretching. They're a better team than San Antonio.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan. What? LeBron James was crip walking and beating him and stuff. He's crip walking in his gym and then beating him and stuff. Like, nah, man, these like ain't gonna do it. But I got respect for them because obviously a Greg Popovich team's gonna compete and things. So it's nice that they're in the playoff spots, but they need to bust out, man. They're uninspiring. They're not good. They got no players I want to watch. Like, just bust out, man. We don't need your little Stoke thing, your little Stoke City thing here, bro. Just move, man.
Yeah, I think that's it still.
I think that's it still for another week.
Yeah, tell us where they can find you at on the socials.
At Joshua Vino. Oh no, at Joshua_Vino. I don't even know my own Insta tag. Shit. It's that gin still, yeah. That Greenhalgh's, it was £16. It was on discount, so I bought the big thing this week.
Yeah, calm. We got you can find me on Instagram at Joseph Carpe DM _ and follow the Instagram page We Call Game. Subscribe to the YouTube We Call Game podcast, and that's another episode of We Call Game signing out.
I don't know. Thank you for listening.